Now that the Screen Actors Guild is striking alongside the Writers Guild of America and against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, productions are going to start shutting down in large numbers, and that includes Deadpool 3. As Variety notes, this is the first major studio production to shutter due to the strikes. This means that fans are going to have to wait even longer for Hugh Jackman to return to the silver screen as Wolverine. Excitement for the third installment in the franchise was growing rapidly in recent days after set photos were released showing Jackman in a comic-accurate costume alongside Ryan Reynolds' masked vigilante. Surprisingly, Jennifer Garner is also set to reprise her role as Elektra in the R-rated threequel, making Deadpool 3 one of the most anticipated comic book movies in recent memory. Now it looks like the stars will be picketing until the Guild's demands are met.
But here we are, trying to overcome our differences.
A lot of productions will shut down for the duration of the strike in the coming weeks. So why is Deadpool 3 shutting down such big news? Besides the fact that the first two Deadpool movies were universally well received thanks to Reynolds' charming and sensual performance, as well as the fact that they marked his return to superhero movies after his disastrous turn as a Green Lantern, this movie features two Marvel characters returning to the fold in what is sure to be a fourth wall-breaking crowd-pleaser. Wolverine's return made enormous waves when news broke, as it means the long-awaited return of the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is finally underway. After several complicated deals involving 20th Century Fox and Marvel, the MCU can finally add the X-Men back into the mix. And Wolverine's appearance is probably one of the most highly anticipated MCU moments on the horizon. Set photos also show Wolverine and Deadpool battling, which has given way to even more speculation. Could this possibly mean that Deadpool and Wolverine will face off and leave no survivors, giving both Jackman and Reynolds a send-off worthy of their heroes? Garner's reported return was announced much more recently than Jackman's, but after her appearances in maligned movies like 2003's Daredevil and the 2005 solo outing Elektra, it would be nice to see the actress revive the character in a more irreverent, self-aware production. This is all very exciting, but again, fans are going to have to wait for a deal to be struck before production can resume. On July 14, 2023 at midnight Eastern Time, the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, or SAG-AFTRA, officially joined its brothers and sisters in arms in the WGA on the picket line after Guild President Frank Drescher delivered a blunt, blistering speech about corporate greed and the insufficient deal offered to the Guild. Drescher said, "The eyes of the world, and particularly the eyes of labor, are upon us. I can't believe how far apart we are on so many things. They say they're losing money left and right while they give hundreds of millions of dollars to the CEOs. At some point, we have to say no, we're not going to take it anymore."
If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble.
One major sticking point, particularly for actors, is the advent of artificial intelligence technology. As chief negotiator Duncan Crabtree Island said at the press conference, the AMPTP's proposal included a provision that background actors could be scanned and their likenesses recorded, which could then be used as extras in future projects without the person's presence required. To add insult to injury, this would mean the actor would only be paid for a single day of work.
We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
This is the first time two guilds have been on strike simultaneously in over 60 years, and it remains to be seen whether or not a resolution will come anytime soon.